Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the bioequivalence. And this is Kamlesh Mali, Assistant Professor, working at Department of Pharmaceutics, R.C. Padal Institute of Pharmaceutical Education Research, Shirpur, Maharashtra. Okay, before start the session, please like and subscribe the channel for more updates. Okay, so now we move toward the our session. So the content of this video is like definition, objective bioequivalence study, types and concept of bioequivalence, right? So first of all, we see the what is a bioequivalence. Actually, bioequivalence means the drug substance in two or more dosage form reach the systemic circulation at the same relative rate to the same relative extent. That is, the plasma drug concentration profile will be identical without significant statistical difference. Means what? When two or more drug having a same dosage form or different dosage form that reach to systemic circulation the same relative rate and same relative extent, that is the absorption time and absorption amount of drug will be similar one, and that in that case it show the same plasma concentration profile as we see in this graph, right? In this graph we see there is a two drug and which having a similar or superimposable plasma drug concentration profile. So in this case we can say that it is a bioequivalence, or it show the bioequivalence, right? Now when the bioequivalence study should be performed, when there is a need of this study. So first of all, when the comparison between generic formulation and innovator brand product, in that case we need to we need to submit the data regarding the bioequivalence study, right? Then second one, if a significant changes made in the manufacture of marketed formulations, it means if manufacture change any slightly or big difference in a manufacture process, and if that manufacturing process affect the parameter of that particular dosage form, so if the parameter is not affected, in that case we can say that it is a bioequivalence. Then third one, when the several formulation of same drug in same dose in similar dosage form and meant to be given by the same route, means what? The different formulation or several formulation, number of formulation of same drug which having the same dose and that dosage form also similar and that given by the same route. In that case, we ensure that it having a similar or same clinical performance. In that case, we have to perform the bioequivalence study. For what purpose? To ensure the clinical performance, right? So in this kind of dosage form may be manufactured by the different manufacturers, right? But to ensure the clinical performance of such drug, we have to perform the bioequivalence study. Now, what are the importance of bioequivalence study? First one, it help in development of pharmaceutical equivalent or alternative product for the already marketed product, which product is already present in market, right? So it is a better option to develop the pharmaceutical equivalent or alternative to that particular dosage form. Then second, it ensure clinical performance of such alternative. Third one, it act as an option or alternative for the in vivo study. If the drug match the bioequivalence study data or they show bioequivalence study, then there is no need to go for the in vivo study. So it minimize the in vivo study, right? So ultimately it reduce the time and it also reduce the cost of study, right? If we bypass or we escape the in vivo study with the help of bioequivalence data. Now last one, when the bioequivalence study is required, what it require in case of NDA, that is a new drug investigation of new drug, or ANDA, that is abbreviated new drug applications. These are the process to file the filing processes regarding get approval of manufacture product. So in that case we have to submit the data regarding the bioequivalence. Then next, what is the equivalence? Basically equivalence means what? It is a comparison between two or more products with respect to the specific characteristics or function or set of definite standard. Means what? Equivalence means we have to compare between the two or more product in terms of their specific characteristics. For example, if we compare the two tablets of different manufacturers, then we have to compare the data like the hardness of tablet, disintegration time of particular tablet, dissolution profile of that tablet. So these are the different types of functions, characteristic or standards that we have to compare, right? So it is a equivalence. So now what are the different types of equivalence? There are different types. First one is a chemical equivalence. So chemical equivalence means what? When two or more drug product contain same labeled chemical substance as active ingredient in a same amount. Means what? Two or more formulation which having a same drug in same amount, that is the same dose. For example, we see the tablet which having a 100 mg diclofenac. So and second one is a capsule which contain 100 mg diclofenac. Here we can see the dosage form is a different one, but what the chemical entities or active pharmaceutical ingredient, that is a diclofenac, similar in both case, and the dose of that drug also similar, that is 100 mg. So in that case we can call it is a chemical equivalence. Now second one is a pharmaceutical equivalence. So when two or more drug product are identical in a strength means the dose, right, quantity, then quality, purity, content uniformity, disintegration and dissolution characteristics, that all parameters should be similar, but that formulation is a differ in terms of excipient. In that case we can call as a pharmaceutical equivalence, right? So the formulation is having a same parameter except they having a different excipient, right? For example, the FDA consider drug product to be pharmaceutical equivalent if they meet the following criteria, right? First one, if they having a same ingredient, second, same dosage form and same route of administration, and last, the identical strength and concentration. Identical strength and concentration means they having a same dose, right? So here we can see the example. In the example we can see that there is a two paracetamol suspension which having a similar dose, that is a 250 mg per 5 ml, right? The concentration or strength is a similar one, we can see, right? So but the difference is what? The manufacturer of both dosage form is a different one, so they having a different excipient, right? So in that case we can call as it is a pharmaceutical equivalent, right? Now what is the third? Third means the bioequivalence. The bioequivalence is denote that the drug substance in two or more dosage form reach the systemic circulation at the same relative rate and to the same relative extent, that is their plasma concentration profile will be the identical without significant statistical difference. Means the absorption time and absorption amount of drug between in between two different formulations are the similar one. In that case they show the same plasma drug concentration profile, so they are showing the superimposable graph, right? And if they having a significant difference in a statistical, then it we can call as a bio-inequivalence. If they showing a different, right? If there is a not superimposable graph, they having a different absorption time and different absorption amount of drug, so in that case what it called as a bio-inequivalence, right? Now fourth one, the therapeutic equivalence. Therapeutic equivalence means when two or more drug product that contain the same therapeutic active ingredient and elicit identical pharmacological response and can control disease to the same extent, right? That is a therapeutic equivalence. But when we say that therapeutic equivalence, when the drug having a bioequivalence plus pharmaceutical equivalence, then we can call as it can be a therapeutic equivalence, right? So now in this way we can discuss in this video what is the bioequivalence, right? Then what is the need of bioequivalence when we go for the bioequivalence, or what is the importance of bioequivalence, then the different types of bioequivalence we cover in this video, right? Thank you.